Morning, everyone. So my name is Bogusław Tobiasz, and I'm the Regional IT Director responsible for the Digital and Innovation at Bayer. I'm super excited to be with all of you over here. And today, I would like to give you some insights about what Bayer did over the last few years in order to boost the innovation through culture change. Before we will start to talk about the transformation, digitalization, and all these buzzwords, I would like to set up the scene, to set up the context. We are living in a world of a radical change, and two challenges remain constant: to feed and to heal growing population. According to World Human Organization, in 2050, so in about 30 years from now, the number of people on the earth will increase from 7 billion to 10 billion. So it means that in 30 years from now, we would need to feed 3 billion incremental people. So that's a pretty tangible challenge that we have in front of us. So you might be wondering how to make it happen. And here Bayer comes with the vision. And Bayer's vision is to create world's leading solution in healthcare and nutrition. Obviously, you might be thinking how to make it happen, how to fulfill the vision through open innovation, and how to transform such a big company with over 150 years of tradition in healthcare and nutrition. So I'm going to tell you in a second. At Bayer, we believe in science, and we believe that once we will merge the world of science with the world of technology, and on top of that we will add open innovation, we will be able to change the culture and boost the innovation within the company. Open innovation continues to open up new business opportunities. Digitalization changes everything. It changes our lives, our society, and our company. So once we'll put the customer in the center of our exercise, in the center of our projects, then we will realize that digitalization changes three things. Firstly, digitalize customer experience. Improve customer experience, add digital products, processes, and services. Secondly, it helps us to develop new business models. To give you an example, think about a new business model like a digital farming, which was not available 5 years ago. Think about the big farms with fully autonomous machines, drones, that are connected to the stock exchange. Think about the digital health, and Nick mentioned a few words about the digital health, about the IoT connected devices and predictive analytics. All this stuff that will help us to live longer in a good shape. Also, digitalization helps us to digitalize our internal operations. What for? Firstly, to reduce the manufacturing processes. An example. So we use blockchain in order to manage the supply chain processes, supply chain and manufacturing and distribution processes. We use artificial intelligence and robotics to streamline all the basic manufacturing operations and to cut the costs, to produce products to all of us cheaper and better. Obviously, we are talking about the culture change, but there is no culture change without the mixture of digitalization and innovation. So there is no business transformation without the culture change. If we want to change the culture, then we have to take into consideration all the different factors. Bayer is a huge company. Right now we have over 120,000 employees across the globe with different behaviors and with different experience. Obviously, we have to have a clear divisional strategies, but the digital and innovation provides to our employees with a practical capabilities. So basically, we want to provide to our employees like a hammer and nail and let them build a house. But on top of this house, we're gonna have a roof. And this roof is some kind of a culture. So we have to have a proper culture in the first instance before we'll start to talk about the transformation. And digital transformation is not an IT transformation. It's a business transformation. And why we have to change the culture? Why we have to change the culture? Because the corporate culture, it's innovation for breakfast, and it's the best strategy for breakfast. So there is no point to talk about digitalization, innovation, without the culture change. Because the best strategy will fail without the mindset change and the culture change. Obviously, we may invest some amount of money in order to create a fancy and great offices. Also, we can organize even innovation days and announce on the social media that we are the innovative company. But then we have to ask ourselves, do we really work for the innovative company? Actually, I don't believe so. And right now, I want to tell you what Bayer did over the last couple of years to change the culture, to hack the culture, to create world's leading solutions in healthcare and nutrition. So again, reference to our vision. The program is based on 3 pillars. Firstly, we want to empower entrepreneurship. The first pillar talks about this. To address the main challenges with the company mindset, at Bayer we have established the innovation community. The innovation program provides all the opportunities that exist within and beyond Bayer. Firstly, to get inspired, to learn, to stay connected, and to collaborate. So we learn through the different meetings when we can use systematic inventive methodology. I'm going to walk you through this methodology in a second. We are connected through the network of innovation coaches spread across the globe. Over 800 innovation coaches. We collaborate through the crowdsourcing platforms and the acceleration programs, which are dedicated for the startups and the major companies. And we inspire through the series of the innovation days, TED Talks, and similar meetings. Currently, we are focused on 3 capabilities and 3 methodologies. Firstly, systematic inventive thinking, methodology from Israel, helps us to boost the creativity within the company. Secondly, design thinking. Most likely you are familiar with this methodology because it's fancy and pretty popular on the market. Design thinking helps us to understand customer needs, and customer is always in the center. And lean startup methodology helps us to experiment in an effective and efficient way. Our comprehensive approach towards innovation helps us to focus on the entire innovation process, from the ideation point of view through to incubation, through a series of different innovation programs like the We Solve or mini sessions. And I'm going to give you an example in a second. Over the last couple of years, we've built a network of over 800 innovation coaches that are spread across the globe. So they were trained, we gave them a training, so they know how to use the systematic inventive thinking methodology. And why we did that? Because I believe, that our innovation coaches are smarter than any other consultant on the market. Because they know the company needs, and they stay connected and they can collaborate together and foster and accelerate the innovation process inside the company. Over the last couple of years, we ran seriously thousands of mini sessions. thousands of mini sessions with different stakeholders from different level of organization. The primary role of the innovation coach is to foster creativity and problem solving. So during the mini session, the innovation coach should enhance the product or a service or invent a new business model or simply to solve the problem in an innovative way through the usage of systematic inventive thinking. Pretty opposite words, but it works. I mentioned that over the last couple of years, we had the different sessions with different stakeholders. You can see a pretty nice photos. But right now, I would like to move to the second topic, which is about collaboration. And we would like to give you an overview, how do we collaborate across the company? Bayer is a huge company, 120,000 employees. So in case of new developments, definitely we don't want to reinvent the wheel from the scratch. But in such a big companies, it's really hard to understand what is available in different country or in a different region. And that is why we've created a WeSolve platform, a crowdsourcing platform which is used in order to share the knowledge about existing tools, processes, and methodologies, and inspire each other. So right now I want to show you a quick movie which summarizes the main functions of the platform. I hope that it's going to work. We don't have...
I got this feeling inside my bones. It goes electric wavy when I turn it on. Off from my city, off from my home. We're flying up, no ceiling when we in our zone. I got that sunshine in my pocket, got that good soul in my feet. I feel that hot blood in my body when it drops. Ooh, I can't take my eyes off it, moving so phenomenally. You're more like the way we rock it, so don't stop. And under the lights when everything goes, nowhere to hide when I'm getting you close. When we move, well, you already know. So just imagine. Nothing I can see but you when you dance, dance, dance. Feel good creeping up on you. So just dance, dance, dance. Come on. All those things I shouldn't do, but you dance, dance, dance. And ain't nobody leaving soon, so keep dancing. I can't stop the feeling. So just dance, dance, dance. So just dance, 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 come on. Ooh, it's something magical. It's in the air, it's in my blood, it's rushing on. I don't need no reason, don't need control. I fly so high, no ceiling when I'm in my zone. Cause I got that sunshine in my pocket, got that good soul in my feet. I feel that hot blood in my body when it drops. Ooh, I can't take my eyes off it. Moving so phenomenal.
Right, I hope that was a great inspiration. So let's move to the second pillar of the program that helps us to change the culture. Obviously, we have a lot of innovative and enthusiastic people within the company. But we believe that the knowledge is also on the market. So the knowledge is with you. And that is why we want to build the bridge between big companies and external startups, external major companies. Within Bayer, we have a few acceleration programs which are dedicated for startups, so for you. So today I want to give you an example of the program called G4A. And G4A, what is it? It's a program for startups and major companies, and it provides mentoring and coaching, financial support services, up to 100,000 euros. So that's a pretty massive investment, which is available. Office space, networking, and partnership. And in case of successful developments, possibility to scale up the project across the country, region, or a globe. So that's a really big advantage. Over the last 7 years, because right now we are running the 8th edition, we've signed off the deals with over 50 startups, and we used to work with over 150 people across the globe. That's a regional program. Okay, so let's go to the details. In this year, we kicked off the G4A edition at the beginning of April, and we are looking for the creative ideas, solutions against 10 concrete business challenges. Unfortunately, we are not going to have enough time to talk about all the challenges, but I will give you an example about a few of them. Maybe we can start with radiology. Okay, so is there anyone in the room who knows how to use the potential of image recognition and machine learning algorithms in order to improve cancer breast screening algorithm by analyzing breast MRI images with heterogeneously dense? Anyone? I know at least 2 companies from Gdańsk. All right, I can see a few hands. Please make sure that we will have a catch-up after the conference call, or after the conference, because we have a booth. An example, second one, cardiovascular. So we are looking for holistic patient management solution for cardiovascular patients, which can support cardiovascular patients in managing their chronic conditions and achieving a better health outcome. Also, we are looking for solutions that will improve medication adherence through approaches beyond pill reminders, electronic diaries, or electronic sensors. Nice and easy. One more. Ophthalmology, eyes. So here we are looking for simple solution that will allow patients to monitor the status of their eye condition at home, and based on the results could trigger a more customized visits in the hospital as needed. One more, maybe the last one. Let's speak oncology. So here we are looking for solution that will engage patients over a long period of time, let's say 2-3 years, and will share the data with healthcare professionals for further follow-ups and treatment optimization. Right now we are looking for your submissions, or if you know anyone who could help us to change the world and help us to address the main challenges, then please feel free and sign up with your ideas and check additional details on G4A.health, a fairly simple URL, G4A.health, and you will find out all the descriptions against 10 categories, and you've got a time till the end of this month, till the end of May, so plenty of time. So let's move to the tangible examples of our collaboration with external startups. Turbine, the startup from Budapest, a very successful startup. We used to work with them, and they've validated the cancer cell simulation algorithm with vet lab experiments. They used the artificial intelligence in the exercise. They went through their first round of investments, and right now they are working on the clinical trials. Fingers crossed for their success. If they will go successfully through the clinical trials, that would be a big leap. That would be a big step forward. Going back to the vision and how we want to change the company and how we want to transform the company to boost the innovation. We want to collaborate also with major companies. With major companies that will help us to reshape the world and push the elephant. So we want to push the boundaries of science and technology. We want to merge both worlds. And how we want to do that? 2 years ago, we've kicked off a new program called Bayer Leaps. It's like a leap. The aim of this program is to fix unfixable things. So that's a huge challenge, how to fix unfixable things. But we believe, again, in science and in scientists. and in technology as well, because it's close to my heart, closer. So we know what we want to do. To give you a practical examples of what we are planning to achieve through this program, we want to give sight to the people who are born blind. So that's a really huge challenge. So we want to restore brain tissue to protect our memories. We want to regenerate damaged hearts. We want to repair retains to restore vision. Also, take into account that the buyer currently is focused on healthcare and nutrition. We want to shape the next generation of high-performing natural crops. Big challenges, but we believe that by one day, thanks to the collaboration with you and with startups and major companies, we will make it happen. Right. An example of collaboration with major companies in the LEAPS program, maybe we can pick the middle one, Blue Rocks. They've developed cell therapies that replace dysfunctional, deaf, or damaged cells to liberate patients from degenerative diseases. So that's a really, really nice example. If you are interested, then you can type Bayer LEAPS, and you will find out additional information. Cool. We are approaching towards the end of my presentation. I hope that was a nice story, but to sum up, we are living in a world of dynamic changes, connections, collaborations, and opportunities, and that is great because we don't have any borders right now. We can collaborate with anyone at any time. But if we want to transform big companies, and if we want to transform the companies in a successful way, then firstly we have to change the culture. So firstly, don't forget about your past habits. If you want to have different results, then you have to do things differently. Otherwise, you're going to have exactly the same results. Secondly, and that's a recommendation, if you want to change the culture, try to do so, try to hack the culture through open innovation. Open up for external startups, open up for collaboration. And that's definitely the last slide. I would like to thank you very much for your attention, for your time. I hope that was beneficial. I hope that you learned something. If you would like to continue this discussion and would like to stay connected, I am available on social media. I'm active on LinkedIn and Twitter from time to time. And I would like to encourage you to visit our booth, which is next to the main entrance to the Inspire stage. Bayer booth G12. That's it from my side. Thank you very much and have a great day. And thank you so much.
Ladies and gentlemen, hands together for Bogusław Tobiasz.